There is a sales model that 40% of consistently high-performing sales reps use. It's called the Challenger Sale. It's been around in B2B sales for over a decade. There's even a book about it called The Challenger Sale by Matthew Dixon and Brent Adamson. Now, we know there are lots of sales models, but this one is a little different to others. It actually flips the script on how we think about and approach selling. In this video, we will explain what it is, how it works, why it works, and how to use it. What is the Challenger Sales Model? The Challenger Sales approach came about after studying thousands of sales reps. The best performers weren't the relationship builders or the hard workers. They were people who challenged their customers' thinking. These top performers, the challengers, do three things really well. Let's call them the 3 T's. They teach customers something new. They tailor their message to the specific customer. And they take control of the sale, especially when things get uncomfortable. How the Challenger Sales Model works. Instead of opening with, "Tell me about your problems," or "Tell me about your business," you come in with insight. You're essentially saying, based on what we've seen across your industry, here's a problem that you probably don't realise you have, or at least you don't realise how much that problem is costing you. You're teaching them about their business in a way that reframes how they think about challenges. Then, and this is key, you show them how your solution is uniquely suited to solve that newly reframed problem. The take control part means you're not afraid to push back on bad ideas, you're direct about pricing, and you're comfortable with tension. You're acting like a trusted advisor and not an order taker. Why does the Challenger Sales Model work? So why does this model work so well? Well, there's a few reasons. First, decision makers are drowning in information. They don't need another salesperson asking yet more discovery questions. They need someone who can disrupt their current thinking and bring a new perspective that they can't get anywhere else. Second, customers don't always know what they need. By teaching and challenging, you're actually helping them make a better decision. And third, it makes you stand out. When everybody else is being agreeable and relationship focused, you're the one bringing real value to the conversation before they've even bought anything. How to use the Challenger Sales Model. If you want to implement this, you need to start with increasing your commercial and industry knowledge. What insight can you share that would make a customer stop, think, and see their world differently? It should challenge their assumptions and lead naturally to allow you to discuss your unique strengths. Now, you need to start practicing tailoring that message because the same core insight needs to land differently, both with different job roles and different seniority levels. And you need to work on being comfortable with constructive tension. That doesn't mean being aggressive. It means being willing to say, "I don't think that approach will work," or "Here's why that objection doesn't actually apply in your situation." The biggest mistake people make is thinking the Challenger Sales Model means being confrontational. It's not about that. It's about bringing insight, knowledge, and conviction to your sales conversations. The Challenger Sales Model may not be the right approach for every sale or every personality. But if you're in complex B2B sales where you need to create leads rather than just take orders, this framework is absolutely worth your time to both understand and test out. Thank you for watching this video on the Challenger Sales Model. If you would like to view more of our sales videos, why not look at our sales playlist? And why not subscribe to our channel